Welcome to Season 3! It's me, Cherry Bong, and we're here to cover some of the GSC OU, some more of it, the one that you've all come to know and love. But for those of you that don't know, where exactly are we right now? This is the GSC Invitational, a tournament with some of the best players in the world that can duke it out to contend for a title in a singles tournament. And there is more. There's money too. The money all goes out to the players. None of it goes to the hosts. This year I am not a host, but we would like to thank Siatam as well as some of the other members and all of the team out there. Forgive me if I don't remember the names off the top of my head right now. In order to keep the interest high for this tournament, we're trying to reach out to as many viewers as possible so that they can make donations, but also even just watching these videos as well as the videos by Dance of Hearts, one of the hosts in the tour, would be a great help. If you want to just subscribe to his channel, go and check out those videos. He uploads more consistently than me. I was in the tournament. Right now we're in week 4, but I just recently got eliminated. Womp, womp, womp. The thing is, this isn't the main event. There are play-ins, and there are 2 brackets. So those that participate in one bracket and those that participate in another, the silver and the gold bracket. Whoever makes it to the top of each individual bracket will manage to fill in 2 of the remaining slots. And then there will be potentially another slot that is dedicated to a popularity poll, I guess, a vote, if you will. And any other possible slots that might be vacant can be filled in by other players that have participated in the play-ins. It's a little bit strange. But right now, I'm covering the game from actually not round 2 as it says here, but round 3. I should have probably checked that earlier. We're going to fix that right now. Okay. And we got Raahel versus Zerkas. If you want to donate before we cover this game here, consider joining the GSC Invitational Discord. It's not the same one as last year. It is a new one, in fact. Make sure to reach out to the host, Siatam. Right now, we've managed to raise 110. And me personally, if we had a goal, I would like it if together we managed to reach 200 before the beginning of the main event. What does that sound? And go there. You can look at the some of the whispers that we make. Some of our hot takes on GSC overused. You can look at the matchups beforehand. You can see the replays for yourself. You can see them live and get pinged. And you can, get to know some of the players better. I'd highly recommend it. So, without further ado, let's get game in, gamers. Raahel on the bottom, Zerkas on top. Zerkas was actually my teammate for GSCPL, funnily enough, and he was about to sub me when I stopped the manager from subbing me in, but I guess we're going to see how good of a call it was to have me subbed in or not. So, we got Raahel versus Zerkas. Raahel is a little bit more known, I would say, in at least as far as the GSC circuit is concerned, but I've definitely seen them both. I don't quite recall how they both play. Raahel reaches out to me a lot for GSC UU, but yeah. Okay. So, game 1. Ya no me dices Bibi. Enemy. Okay, so the Cloister lead is going to force in a Raikou. Now, Cloister leads typically prompt Raikou in the back because, Cloister is good against lax leads, but against most other leads, not so much. Specifically, special attackers, and more specifically, Jinx and Zapdos will cue the switch to Raikou, so that makes sense. In comes the lax, and there is a one Cloister lays the spikes, so Zerkas is the one with the spikes lead here. Spikes, he's ahead in terms of laying down the spikes, but now they're pretty much even. We haven't seen a Toxic from Zerkas. He is going to be running double electric, though. Raahel, likewise. All right. And both Raikus on either side are paralyzed now. So in is going to come Zerkas' Golem on a predicted Thunder. Thunder, 3-hit KOing Zapdos, so whereas Hidden Power Ice does not, so that was probably a good call to do that, to bring in the Golem there. It gets ever so slight an amount of chip on the Cloyster as it has to come in and lay down those spikes again, but more importantly, it gives some momentum to Zerkas. Double Electric isn't always a great team to have against Curse Machamp, but Raahel proving me wrong here, getting a para on the Machamp. But now, and there's a full para. It's in 2-hit KO range, but with that full para and a second full para, Raahel is indeed proving me wrong. I would have to say a little bit preemptive on the usage of Machamp. That's not how I would like to use it myself. Usually what you want to do is maybe get a little bit of chip, make a nice double switch back to the Machamp when you know that the Zapdos is already weakened a bit. But anyways, Raahel is also, just to add further insult to injury, damaging that Cloyster and making a correct prediction on an explosion. Very good on his end. Does he have Surf? He has Earthquake. Okay. Personally, I like Earthquake better, but I suppose this is one of those cases where Surf might actually have been better. And interesting choice to boom there. Not a high value explosion, if I do say so myself. That Machamp was almost certainly dead, being outsped by everything, and certainly a lot frailer than Snorlax is. But now, without a boom, Raahel could be in trouble. Zerkas misses the Lovely Kiss, but in return, Zapdos misses a Thunder. This is just going to give Zerkas another opportunity to set up here. Raahel taking upwards of 60 exactly from Relax, gonna boom right on it. Probably couldn't have gotten more value out of it than that. And what do you know? It looks like we have a almost identical team, almost 2 identical copies of teams. The difference being their choice in normal resist and perhaps also the set of their Snorlax. Raahel with the Boomlax and Zerkas with the Lovely Kiss Curselax. Raahel has an advantage in numbers, and so that means he could also just expend his PP here, but we're going to see how it's going to play out. Zerkas forfeits. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, it's not like he didn't have a chance, but he forfeits. Okay. He was certainly at a disadvantage. I mean, if you do the math, it would make sense to make that decision, but sometimes Mons is more than math. I don't think the game was played out perfectly from Zerkas' end. That's all I'm going to say. Now we're going to move on to game 2. Raahel with a really sick, what's it called? With a really sick avatar. It's the Ladder Bayleaf Saints avatar, the custom avatar for those that have won GSCPL 4. Is this the same game? Are we doing this? Oh, pardon me, folks. I opened the wrong link. All right. I opened the same link twice, and now you guys can see my whole DMs. My bad. All right, here we go. Okay, this time we got Raikou versus Eggy Lead, so that's a little more interesting. Eggy Lead with a good Sleep Powder there, I suppose, because Sleep Powder can sort of get something that isn't Raikou if it is a stall team. But it turns out Raahel might just be bringing the same team. Maybe he just removed the names from his mons. But we see Sleep, Thief, Eggy. So no other coverage there. Or it could be 3 attacks, but I doubt it. I'm lying. That's not true. You're not 3 attacks because you need to have Boom. So there's Snorlax. Depends if you consider Thief an attack. So, Cloyster with the spikes. Zapdos coming in. Right now, I'd say I'd give the advantage to Raahel, but that is... it's only turn 7. Anything can happen. There is, in fact, a Spadef drop, so that could change the trajectory of the game. But we have yet another correct prediction from Raahel. And in comes the me. Probably going to click Surf. Yeah, I'd do so. I'd do just the same, or I might even click Rapid Spin, but then there's the risk of a Crunch T-Tar. And the fact that Raahel's Cloyster is still alive. So we see the licks. This time, early Boom, but it might have paid off. That is, unless he meant to target Starmie, which could also be the case, considering this team looks to be the same as the previous one, and Starmie can be pretty annoying with the Machamp. For the Machamp. On the Machamp. Through the Machamp. Okay, Zapdos switching in. Zerkas. What is Zerkas going to do here? Going to roar? Yeah. Lax. Probably the same Boom Lax as before. A little preemptive there to go to Cloyster. But probably just wanted to get up his spikes, which I don't blame. So what's he going to do? Another Boom. This wasn't a prediction. This was just switching T-Tar in. This was just clicking. This was just going to your normal resist. But for what it's worth, he got some damage on the Tar. Not that it matters. All 3 of his mons are really strong against T-Tar at this point. It really made no difference. In fact, it was pretty unfortunate not to get the right move there. But he does manage to stay in on a Raikou and kill it with Cloyster. How often do you see that? Zapdos. Is it HP Water? No, it's not. It's HP Ice. We already know that. And the Roar is just going to make sure that the Tar stays dead. But Zerkas could Boom, if that is what he's going for, but I doubt it, because the Lax is a big problem. And just... Okay, yeah, that was rough. Now we just need to make sure that there's no sub on a potential Boom here. No, it's Curse Lax. So yeah, Zerkas is donezo. There is no coming back from this. That's it. That's a guaranteed 2-hit, even after the recover. So that's over. In just one fell swoop, a clean 2-0, Raahel manages to take out Zerkas. Now, was this the golden bracket or the silver bracket? And was it the upper bracket or the lower bracket? It was the gold lower bracket. So Zerkas, like me, will be eliminated from Playins. I feel you. If there's anybody that understands you right now, it's me. All right, guys. Consider the fact that you can contribute to the prize pool. I will keep plugging this, but you know, in the hopes of maybe seeing you soon, I might try and cover a game from the current week, which is round 4. So take care. Until next time, I'm Cherry Bong, and GG's. I love you.